Hello Internet people, happy Friday and welcome to another edition of #FridaySews. Today I'm going to tell you about what I've been working on, my upcoming plans, and a little bit of a life update. So I'm going to follow the classic Friday Sews structure. Thank you as always to Jen from Today at Jen's Sewing Room for starting this hashtag, and make sure to check out all the other Friday Sewers here on YouTube. You can type in #FridaySews to the search bar. I like to sort by upload date so I can stay up to date with what everyone's been working on. So let's get right into it. I wanted to make a quick video today to show you that I finally finished my Style Arc Kennie blouse. I'm wearing it here and I love how it turned out. So let me give you a better look at it while I start telling you about it. So I made the size 16 based on my bust measurement of 42 inches. I did make one muslin and I decided to lengthen the sleeves by 1/2 inch after that, and I think that was the right decision. I'm very happy with the fit. It's just a very relaxed, loose fitting top, so can't really go wrong with that. I made it out of this Kaufman 7-berry cotton. I got it on fabric.com/Amazon a while back, and it's looking a little stiff right now. I've only washed it twice. I washed it for the pre-wash and then I washed it after I finished sewing it. And yeah, it's looking a little stiff, I feel like right now, but I think it will soften up and look a little bit more like worn in as time goes on and be a little bit more relaxed. So yeah, I think it turned out really, really adorable. This was my very first Style Arc pattern. I haven't made anything from the brand before, and I kind of stayed away from it because I had heard that the instructions are very sparse and so it can be really complicated and frustrating. And also I always thought it was kind of strange how they don't actually have pictures showing people wearing their garments. It's always just drawings, and so I don't know. I just stayed away, but that was a huge mistake because I actually really loved sewing this. I will say the instructions are quite sparse. If you've never made a collared button-down shirt before, this is probably not the one to start with. I did have to Google a few things. I was definitely scratching my head at a few things, trying to figure out, I think, the collar construction, the button placement. I don't know why I was having trouble with that. Yeah, but overall I did manage to finish it, and actually I felt really good after finishing it because I figure if I can manage to sew something with sparser instructions and have it look like a blouse, then obviously I can sew. I'm a real sewer. I don't know. It was just kind of like that moment where you're like, wow, I can actually do this. Like, this is a thing I know how to do. Anyways, can you relate to that? I don't know. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Of course, I have to tell you the small details of things that I don't like about it. I only have 2 things that I think I kind of messed up on the construction with, and so of course I'm going to tell you about that. A couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Hales from Hales More Sewing, you guys watch her? She was talking about how like at the end of a project, the things like the buttons, you just kind of rush through. Even though you've worked so hard on the garment, you rush through the very last steps, and so that always ends up being a little messier, and it's kind of a shame. That's kind of what happened here. I started rushing through the buttons, and let me show you. There's some sort of weird drag lines coming off of the buttons, and then this top part right here doesn't quite go together. And so I really don't know why that is. I ended up redoing the buttons twice, trying to get it to go away because I thought it was just like a button placement, like one of the buttons was probably off from the buttonholes. But I don't think that's what it is. So I actually don't know what it is, because when I lined it up, all the buttons seem to be like placed properly in accordance to where the buttonholes are. And even if the buttonholes are kind of off, as long as you match the buttons to the buttonholes, it should be okay, right? So I'm not really sure why that is. I thought maybe like something got messed up with the facing on the inside, and maybe it was slightly not laying flat when I made the buttonholes or put the buttons on, and so maybe the facing is off skew from the main fabric, and maybe that's what's causing those lines. It's a mystery, and I'm gonna decide not to care about it anymore. So those are the 2 small things, but overall I really love it. I just love the collar on this one. I think it's absolutely adorable. I think the ruffles, I think the ruffles are so cute. I really like the shape of the neckline on me. I think it's really cute because I have a lot of space between here and here. You may not be able to tell, but this is very long on me, and so I feel like the larger collar just kind of like fills it in, and I don't know, it's cute. So that's what I've been working on very slowly. That's the only thing I've finished. That's the only thing I've been working on. So that's that. So upcoming plans. It is already March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. I'm half Irish, so it's my holiday. But yeah, upcoming plans. It's March 17th, so I need to get going on my So Frugal challenge project. My last video was my inspiration video for the hashtag So Frugal challenge, hosted by Sam and Ruan. It's due March 30th or March 31st. I can't remember how many days are in March. Whatever the last day in March is when it's due. So in that video, I showed 5 different options from my stash matched up with free patterns. And at that point, I hadn't decided what I was going to choose, but I did decide. And you may be able to guess, I chose the Paola workwear pattern to be made out of this Kaufman, again, mammoth plaid, a lightweight workwear style jacket. That pattern's been on my list for like a while now. I've had this plaid for a while now, so it would make sense that that's the one I would choose. My second contender was the wrap top, the peppermint wrap top out of that really pretty hemp and cotton chambray, and I might actually still make that one at some point because I do have the pattern printed out and I have the fabric, so that would be another choice. But I think I'm going to focus on the Paola workwear jacket first. I have the pattern printed out, taped together, cut out, and I have some muslin fabric, aka old bed sheets, also ironed and cut out, ready to make the first mock-up. I do want to do a little bit of a test fit on it just because I have no idea how it's going to fit, and that's what I do. So I'm hoping that I'm going to make the first muslin this weekend, and then hopefully it fits and I don't have to make any adjustments, and then I can go forth and cut out this fabric. I'm going to attempt some plaid matching on this one. We'll see how that goes. It's been a while since I've done any plaid matching, so I'm going to have to review that. There's actually a really good craftsy class on pattern matching, so I'm going to pull that back out and yeah, work on the plaid matching. So aside from fitting, I think that's going to be the only other challenge with this one. So I have a little less than 2 weeks to do that. So that is next on the list. So those are my upcoming plans. That is my one upcoming plan. Okay, last but not least, a little bit of a life update. Don't really have much of a life, so there's not much of an update. I haven't really been sewing. Like I said, I sewed this top at such a slow pace. It took me forever. So I haven't really been sewing that much, but I don't really know what else I've been doing. I haven't really been like doing anything that fun. I guess I've just been like watching TV and like hanging around the house, and I guess I've been feeling a little bit low, and so I've been trying to just like get back on track with like eating healthy, keeping on top of housework. I've been kind of doing the bare minimum at work, so I can't really say I've been working that hard either. And I haven't really been doing YouTube, so I don't know what I've been doing, but it hasn't been that interesting. And if there was something interesting, I'd let you know. So anyways, that's my life, no life update. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a really good weekend. I hope you have some fun sewing plans. Have you started your So Frugal project yet? Let me know about it. Let me know what you're working on. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
So cute.